Hey guys, it's Ryan. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. Like I said, my name is Ryan and I am a server in Texas. I make $2.13 an hour, and the only reason why I get paychecks is because at my job, our credit card tips go on our paychecks and we can go home with whatever cash tips we make. But my job is also kind of a little funky in the way that they do things, because if we have cash transactions during our shift, then we are actually able to take, whatever cash would cover our credit card tips home that night. But if we end up making more cash than our credit card tips were for, then I would owe the office. If I make less cash than what can completely cover my credit card tips, then I get to take home that amount that I have in cash home with me, and then the remainder would go on my paycheck. So this is from my credit card tips that went on my paycheck for a period of 2 weeks. Got the money here. Not stuffing a whole lot this week. Well, I mean, stuffing a decent amount. It's $560 right here. Is what this should be. Is this a frame? Okay, looks like it is. So yeah, I'm just gonna get right into this. I actually need to start getting ready for work pretty soon. And I'm trying to get as much work done before work, like work around the house and all my business and all my YouTube, before I have to go to work, because I'm going to have to drive out of town either tonight or tomorrow morning. So I'm just gonna start with my bills binder. This is basically the only one that we're going to be seriously stuffing this week. So yeah, we're just gonna get into my bills binder. So this envelope is where I put my cash tips during the week. I'm not gonna be stuffing that this week. I stuff that on the weeks that I don't get paid. So I have money to stuff every single week. In theory, basically all depends on how much cash I am receiving. So I am going to be starting with rent. My rent is $1,000 and like $1,035 every month. But my boyfriend and I both pitch in for that, which is why it's so low this close to the end of the month. So today we're going to be stuffing $260 into it. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60. All right, just to double check. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 260. So I don't know if that's actually the date today, but close enough. So that should put me at $360 in here. So that is a really dingy $100 bill. How did I not notice that last week? So 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, and 360. Yep. So, oh, it's actually the 22nd. Oh well, I'm putting the 21st because that was the day that I actually received my paycheck. And then utilities, I'm not going to stuff. I want to get rent taken care of first. Truck's already been paid. Right before this video, I went through and I actually like cleaned all of my things, which is why my hands are kind of like greenish, pinkish, reddish. Oh, this is kind of getting out of order. All right, so for insurance, it's getting $170, and this is for both my renter's insurance and my insurance for my truck. And I am actually very, 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 very grateful that when my insurance renewed at the end of March, it was almost half of what it was previously. And I didn't pay off my truck yet. Like, I'm still making my truck payments for another few months. But I moved from a bigger city to a smaller, I don't want to call it a town, but to a smaller city. So when I initially moved, like the remainder of my my policy, it dropped down a good bit. And then it was almost half of whatever the last policy amount was, because I guess, you know, I live in a smaller city. There's less traffic, less crime, because I do live in a relatively decent area. So I'm very grateful for this. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. So I'm very, after seeing that, I've been very motivated to just like do what I can to get my truck paid off sooner, because the sooner that gets paid off, the sooner I can drop this even more. So this should be 170 right here. It's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 5, and 70. So 170 here. I just straightened that up, and as soon as I like moved my hand, oh boy, I feel like today should have been a coffee day, not a soda day. I'm trying to cut back on my caffeine and like my soda intake, so I have some cream soda instead of my normal Dr. Pepper or Pepsi. Phone will be getting taken care of when my boyfriend gets paid. That is all for this. Yes, that is all for in here. So now for my gas and groceries. I didn't bring up my wallet, so I don't have my envelopes that I normally use in here, but I've got this binder that I had gotten a couple months ago, and I was using it for stuff for my birthday party on Easter, and I need to like go through and clear these out, but I'm just going to use these last two envelopes temporarily for gas and groceries. So one's going to be for gas, the other's going to be for groceries. So for groceries this week, I don't need a whole lot. I used the grocery budget for last week actually to just buy a few quick little things. My boyfriend is out of town this week. He's a landscaper, and so he went out of town to do some landscaping jobs in the area where we used to live, and so I've been home by myself. He even has our dogs with him because one of our dogs is a Chihuahua Poodle mix and needed his haircut desperately, and I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't know how to groom dogs that are not short haired, and I would feel so bad like if I pulled his hair or if I just made him look funny, like, because one, I would just laugh at him every time I had seen him and he would think that he did something wrong. Also, I'd feel really bad about laughing at him. And then our other dog, he's a short haired, but we got Shelby, the long haired dog. You know, my boyfriend got him years and years ago, and then we just recently got Sam a couple years ago, and so I don't know how Sam would do being by himself. And so if it was only for a couple of days, then I probably would have just brought him with me. But because, you know, they're going to be there for the whole week, I didn't feel right having them separated for that long, because when I wasn't home, I don't know how Sam would react, and I couldn't do that to him. But I miss my babies. So for gas, it's getting $80, and the reason why it's getting $80 is because while my boyfriend is, you know, out of town, he's staying with his mom and sister and brother. All of them live together. But he's staying with them, and I needed to be able to come back because I needed to go to work, but he still needed the truck to be able to like do the properties he was working on and haul things away. So I'm borrowing his mom's car this week. So I had to pay gas in my boyfriend's mom's car, and then in my truck, I like having money set aside just in case, like, you know, my boyfriend's already put gas in, which he probably will. And, you know, just in case, like, it's just a habit for me to always put aside money for gas for the truck. If I don't need all of this, then I can, you know, kind of move it to groceries, or I can put some extra towards bills. But $80 going to gas, so 20, 40, 60, and 80. I feel like I've been talking forever about that. Sorry, y'all. And for the record, like, I am so excited to have my babies back. Like, I haven't even been sleeping in my bed because it feels wrong going to bed and being the only one in the bed, like when I go to sleep, because I'm used to my dog Sam always coming to bed with me every night. And so since he's not here, I've not been able to sleep. So I've just been sleeping on the couch. I am back. I heard a noise, so I had to stop. So where were we? Oh, I had just done the gas and the groceries. So last but certainly not least, we are moving to my new notebook. So I introduced this in my last video. It is kind of my version of the Getting Ahead on Bills notebook that Savannah from Sav Saves has. I love that notebook. I love that idea. And I know that she has her own version that she more recently came out with for her Etsy, which is great. But I just really liked the version that she had, and I wanted one for myself. But unfortunately, apparently the company that she got hers from no longer sells those notebooks. So, being me, having my own stationery shop, I figure, you know what? I have the materials to make my own, and I did. So, this is my version. This is kind of like my prototype. I'm going to be working out the kinks here pretty soon, so that way I can get these uploaded in my shop. But I've got this notebook of a bunch of envelopes. Mine has 10. Hers has 20. The one that she actually has 25 because it was part of an advent calendar with stickers. And the ones that she recently added to her shop had 12 envelopes, if I remember correctly. And I think because of how large the spiral is, I could actually add a couple more envelopes in here. But just to start with, I figured I would do 10. So I already stuffed this first one. And so we're going to be stuffing $20 into here this week. Oh, also part of the reason why I really liked hers was because it had like the little flaps. And I was like, okay, yeah, like that's really nice. Hers are the like laminate ones that are kind of shaped like this, where you've got the slit right here, which is cool, fine, dandy, but I wanted something a little bit extra for this, so I really liked the idea of the flaps. And I actually created the template for the envelopes myself because I couldn't find ones that I liked. I still need to work out some more kinks on those too, but this is like my creation. So I only have 5s here. I'm actually going to swap out these 5s for the 5s, or for the 20 that I put aside for groceries. Just because I would much rather keep a whole 20 in here than a bunch of 5s in case I need to make change. So 10, 15, and 20 going over here. Come on. Okay, and then so we've got a 20 to put into this envelope. So, chew down, 8 to go. This is really exciting. I love this. Here, I'll kind of flip through and show you some of the other designs that I have in here just because they're so pretty. I love this one. And then here is where they kind of get stuck because I tightened the coil too much. So I can't figure out how to, there we go. There we go. Yeah, so I tightened the coil too much right here. So that's one of the things that I need to like fix on all the future ones that I make. But that is everything. So we've got our envelope stuff. We've got money for gas and for groceries. And that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are not already subscribed and would like to be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell in case you would like to be notified for any future videos that I upload. I didn't upload at all during the month of March, but I'm trying to be much better about that. Going forward, I'm trying to get back on a routine, but I'm starting small just so that way I'm kind of like easing into it. I have a couple of videos in the works already. I actually filmed a studio vlog of me making this notebook, and that one is most of the way edited. I still have a few more things to touch up on it. And then I'm also bringing back my weekly what I make in a shift videos. So yeah, that is everything for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and comment down below, suggestions for when I offer these notebooks in my shop. Be sure to leave those in the comments because I am very interested in hearing what other people would like to see in a notebook such as this. So I hope you guys are having a great day, a great night, great whenever you happen to be watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.